Hey, fierce friends, it's Andrea Ross. And today I want to talk to you about something I've seen time and time again in myself, in my clients, and in the women I coach. If you want to solve big problems in your life, you need to move your body in wildly creative ways. I'm talking about jumping, crawling, rolling, hanging, balancing, going upside down, throwing and catching objects. It sounds simple, almost too playful, but the science says otherwise. In this episode, I'm going to show you how moving your body in these specific strategic ways doesn't just make you stronger, it makes you smarter and more adaptable and way more creative when you're faced with real life problems. This is movement as mindset training, movement as emotional regulation, movement as the key to unlocking big, brave thinking. So let's get to it. Part 1. The body solves what the brain can't. Here's something you might not have been taught while growing up. Your body is designed to think. Your nervous system, your sensory inputs, your vestibular system, they all work together to help you process challenges and create solutions. And when you move your body in new ways, your brain creates these new maps. A study from the journal Neuroscience shows that novel physical movement actually increases synaptic plasticity, meaning that your brain literally rewires itself to think differently, which is so cool. So when you move creatively, you think creatively. When you stretch your capacity physically, you increase your capacity for emotional regulation, leadership, parenting, art, entrepreneurship, you name it. Let's break down 7 key movement styles that I use in my own life and with my clients, and how they train your brain to solve your problems in wildly effective ways. Okay, the first one is hanging. From bars, branches, rings, it opens your chest, it decompresses the spine, it lengthens, builds your grip. The brain benefit is hanging improves shoulder and spinal proprioception, which feeds the parietal lobe, this fun part of your brain, the area that's responsible for spatial problem solving and planning. And in life, hanging reminds you to release control, trust your grip, and create space to breathe, especially when life feels a little heavy. Okay, number 2, jump and land. Jumping teaches explosive power. Landing teaches absorption. The brain effect, jumping initiates the stretching shortening cycle and improves timing and feedback loops. Literally how fast your brain interprets problems and solves them. And in life, teaches you how to take risks and recover. You start recognizing the value of impact, not as failure, but as feedback. So juicy. Okay, the third one is balance. On beams, logs, lines, unstable surfaces, the brain, the vestibular system, and cerebellum, and it increases our ability to do micro adjustments under pressure. And in life, when everything feels chaotic, balance teaches us to keep adjusting, recentering, and moving forward with grace. Fourth one, quadrupedal, crawling, bear crawls, monkey walks, low gaits. The brain benefit is the cross-body movement strengthens communication between the left, and right hemispheres, increasing cognitive flexibility and emotional regulation. In life, this means crawling reminds you that forward progress isn't always upright. It's gritty and awkward and still can be effective. Okay, fifth one, rocking and rolling. Think shoulder rolls, somersaults, spinal rocks. The brain benefit, rolling activates the vestibular system and our vagus nerve, which improves body's ability to regulate stress and return to calm after disruption. In life, rolling teaches us recovery, literally. When we fall, we breathe, we get back up again. And that, my friend, is real resilience. Okay, 6, inverting, going upside down, head standing, hand standing, shoulder standing, even legs up on the wall, who cares? The brain benefit is that inversions help our blood pressure sensors, and this increases neural adaptation and in disorienting environments, just like every environment. And in life, it increases our ability to stay calm and sharp when our whole world feels upside down. 7th, object manipulation, tossing, catching, juggling, redirecting. For our brain, this activates the cerebellum and prefrontal cortex, the executive functioning and predictive pattern recognition. Fun stuff. In life, when you get good at catching what's thrown at you, you become agile, ready for change, chaos, and curveballs. Ain't no thing. When I first started training parkour, I already had been a seasoned competitive athlete. Gymnastics was my life since I was 2. And I had been a member of the national freestyle wrestling team for 5 years before parkour was the sport that fell into my life while I was coaching gymnastics to pay for my wrestling career. Unlike extremely structured world of gymnastics, here was this discipline rooted in play and self-expression and mind-body mastery. There were no rules. And it took me a really long time for me to untrain my brain, to think for myself, to explore, to make mistakes. It has changed my life. It's not only opened doors to my now stunt career, but it also showed me the immense benefits of moving your body in your actual environment. It continues to teach me proper risk assessment, self-awareness, and how to not take myself too seriously, which was something I did for a very long time, but not anymore. So here's what I want you to take away today. You don't need more time to think. You need to move in ways your body isn't used to. Because when your body moves in new patterns, your brain stops looping the old ones. You become more fluid, more courageous, more creative. So next time you're stuck in your head, try crawling across your living room. No one else is going to see you being silly except yourself and maybe your animals or children or spouse. Hang from a pull-up bar. Do a somersault, only if it's, safe to do so. Throw a ball against a wall and catch it. And notice what shifts. Not just in your body, but in your thinking. I promise you there will be a shift. It's kind of wild. Fearlessness isn't about being loud, it's about being adaptable. And movement is how we train for that. Well, at least how I train for it and how anybody that works with me trains for it. The proof is in the pudding. I think that's the right time to use that analogy. That's it for today. Get moving in weird ways. Drop any questions you have in the comments and share this with someone that needs a little creative kick in the butt.